Good morning. This is Josh Tracy with Forex Cheat Codes. We're going over the fundamental analysis for the upcoming week, looking at major impact news specifically for USD pairs, for US30, for NAS, for SPX, anything that has USD major impact, looking out for schedule news and what could be a potential issue for messing up technical analysis. Just want to be aware of that to plan accordingly. All right, let's get right into it. So today is the first week in June. Today is June 2nd, 2024. Let's look at the calendar. We're starting to look at days for this upcoming week, starting with Monday the 3rd. Looking for USD news specifically, mainly red folder news. All right, so we've got a couple pieces of red folder news here right in the heart of the market open here at 9:45 and 10 o'clock just after the open, so we want to be aware of that. Final manufacturing PMI and ISM manufacturing PMI. This is relatively minor to mid-grade red folder news. I don't see this as a major impact from what I've typically seen. We definitely want to just make a note of it, either way, just to make sure that we have that on our chart, make sure that we're aware of that. I did mention a pretty good indicator last week that automatically draws and notes these on the chart for you. It's pretty interesting. If I didn't mention that before, or you already missed that, feel free to go back and take a look at last week's video. I think I've actually got a specific video for that within this playlist as well. So look at that. Either way, it's definitely in the Forex Cheat Codes channel. But this is not enough to keep us away from trading. These days, it's right in the heart of when we want to be trading, just at the market open. So we do want to be aware of that. So just be aware that this could mess up our analysis. One or the others, and just got to be careful there. Keep tight stops. And yeah, just be aware of that. So minor red folder news, nothing too major to keep us off the charts, but we definitely want to be aware of that. Let's move on to Tuesday the 4th, USD related. 10 o'clock a.m. we've got Jolt's job opening. This is relatively minor red folder news, but that is something that has been picking up steam, has been creating some increased volume overall. So I would probably put that in the minor to lower mid tier. Nothing too major there overall in terms of impact, but definitely something to be aware of. So minor to mid-grade news both Monday and Tuesday right off the rip. Let's take a look at Wednesday. Wednesday, 8:15, we've got ADP non-farm employment change. Usually comes in the first week. This is not a major one. We're looking for typically this is a precursor to non-farm payroll, which comes in on the first Friday of every month, that we want to try to be aware of. But we'll get into that once we get to that day. Let's go ahead and just mark that on our charts. This again is minor to mid-grade news, 8:15 a.m. So I wouldn't consider that high impact per se, but this is stuff we definitely want to mark on our charts, be aware of trading in and around these times. Because either way, it will impact your technical analysis. It may knock out a stop. It may pull back right before take profits hit. Definitely just want to be aware of these. So if it seems like it's not that big of a deal, it might be just enough of a big deal. You need to try and close a position right before that. So these are important nonetheless. Just depending on how important that particular news piece is, it really depends on the type, which is why we do this in the first place. We also have some 10 o'clock piece of news here. Definitely more minor overall, but still red folder nonetheless. ISM services PMI. So a lot of minor news, just enough to be a pain in the ass, but not enough to keep us off the charts as a whole. So little pieces of news right in that 8 to 10 o'clock time window every day. It looks like already Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Let's take a look at Thursday, see if we have more of the same. We usually do first week of the month. 8:30, we've got unemployment claims coming in, so that's usually about right. This one has definitely been picking up steam, but I'll put that in the mid-grade impact overall. Not a huge deal, so that'll be low to mid-tier in my past experience, especially with USD. So if you have day one of English, a European Parliament election, so that could be a slight mover as well, even though it's not USD specifically related. That inner change between global currencies and that overlap does impact us to a certain degree, even if it's not a direct impact. So just put an asterisk there, kind of at the bottom, that is kind of going on in case charts do get a little funky. Today we might want to set out if stuff starts to look a little more unusual than others. But 8:30, not enough to keep us off the charts overall on Thursday. So a lot of this low to mid-tier grade, minor spikes in volume scheduled, red folder wise, Monday through Thursday, but not enough to keep us off the charts for those particular days. Friday, on the other hand, a completely different story. First Friday of every month, anybody that's been trading more than probably about 2 months knows that for some reason the first Friday of every month gets a little crazy. The more experienced versions of traders that have sitting through that know that that is non-farm payroll. So these are all kind of tethered together, but this is the one that is going to be the big mover right here. Massive volume coming in. This one kind of goes back and forth between federal funds rate, CPI, and FOMC as the major movers overall, but this is a massive piece of news, and I do not recommend really trading around this particular piece of news. I will typically set out the charts unless I get a situation which I really like. I'm saying the exact zone and high confluence area I'm looking at, but I do not like trading non-farm payroll at that time or so. I really want to wait till that volume dies down before really doing anything. But that is definitely major news that we need to be aware of. The rest of these are kind of tethered in and with that, but non-farm employment change, otherwise known as non-farm payroll, is going to be a major mover for the market. So expect massive volume coming in this Friday. So use that as you may. So definitely want to provide some much looser stipulations if you are trading that, or look for just massive pieces of confluence in order to take positions. I really wait till volume really dies down unless I see an area of high confluence, many confluences, more so than usual, in order to take a position. So either way, I will not be trading right at 8:30. Definitely will be waiting till at least probably after the 9:30 to try and take a position. Even taking positions right at the 9:30 as that volume gets calculated back into the overall move for the day. It does see a little bit more impact as well. So just take that information as you will. All right, so let's just jump in this recap real quick. Low to mid-tier news on Monday, low to mid-tier Tuesday, low to mid-tier Wednesday, low to mid-tier Thursday. All this coming in that 8 to 10 o'clock block overall, virtually nothing in the afternoon. And then Friday, we've got that heavy hitter of non-farm payroll coming in at 8:30. So you can see a massive volume spike up or down right at 8:30, a little bit carry over into the 9:30 open, and then probably some additional carryover through the rest of the day because of that. So definitely be a little mindful Monday through Thursday. There's some scheduled volume, and then expect a major spike right there at 8:30 on Friday. So that's the analysis for this upcoming week. First week of June, coming in 3rd through the 7th. Good luck trading this week, guys. If you got any questions or anything, hit me up. But I will see you guys next week for the next weekly analysis.